Alright, here we have the 4 devices that are running the Mobiscope application, all looking at the same cameras. Here we have the Android version. This is not a standalone app. It's actually using Skyfire browser to actually access this. If you use the default browser on the Android, the cameras do not show the full view, so there's a resolution problem, and they're working on that. They're actually working on a standalone app. So if I tap on any of these, then it brings on up the full screen view of the camera. And I've got a little bit of a lag here. Okay, so now we can see the shot. And if I do go to rotate, it doesn't really, because it's a Skyfire, the picture of the camera does not zoom any, unfortunately. So I'm looking forward to there being an actual standalone app. And then we have on the Windows mobile device, then again you see the same views. Obviously the screen's a lot smaller. But then if I take a look at the picture, it won't really rotate, except that if I do open up the keyboard on this Touch Pro 2, then it will make the camera view, and then I can do double size and somewhat fill the screen with that same camera view. And then over here on BlackBerry, it's nice to be able to select using the directional, and then I can select, and it's very quick and responsive there, so that's nice. And then going back to the quad view. And then on the iPhone, which I'm locked, here we go. And so again, the same quad view, and if I select on one of the cameras, then you got the menu down here, and it lets you choose A, B, C, or D. So I go to B, and it brings up the shot, and rotates it nicely. And then of course the pinch to zoom, which is nice too. So again, that's not something that since the Android app is not a standalone app, then it can't use the pinch to zoom feature. So that's a little bit of a drag. By just taking a moment to look at each of the devices and their different menu items. So again, this being the web-based version for the Android, then you can see that there's the 2 cameras. If there were all 4 cameras, they'd be listed there. And then you can look at the recordings list. And so then this is showing any of the recordings that were set. So then you can see that throughout the day, then this is a very active camera, so there's all sorts of times that there's recording. So anytime I can just click on one of those and be able to see, let me just go ahead and play something like from here. And I hit play. I just arbitrarily picked a time, so I don't think I'll be able to match this up with, oh, here we go. And so then there's the shot of me walking across the kitchen. Alright, so that is, let me see what else is in the menu, is that you can just go back to the live camera. So not a lot of choices there in that menuing, again, because it's web-based. Now if I go on back to my view here on the Windows phone, go back to the quad view, then down in the menu, we've got, you can change the camera, you can change the zoom to fit the screen or go original size, and you can also hide the information on the screen so that when you have any of the recording information that's showing the time and date stamp, you can hide that. Say if I show the information, it's not showing it there. That's interesting. Okay, and then I could start and stop recording as well, and actually manually record a camera if you wanted to, and then otherwise go into the view records. And you can look at the calendar or just choose today, where you could back up. By default, the desktop application will record 7 days worth of video that you've got saved. And these files aren't really all that large. They compress it down quite a bit. So you can see, again, that's that same camera, so a lot of instances. And then if we're over here on BlackBerry, then obviously using the BlackBerry menu, bringing up to be able to double size, change the camera, look at the records, hide show info. So you can see the same essential information there. I just want to see what the menuing looks like on this. Probably a lot easier to navigate through this because, again, being able to use the scroll and then go from, interesting though, if I want to go to like this area, how do I choose something in that time? Okay, now I'm going across. So select it. Now it's going to be playing this recorded video from that time in the 7 o'clock time frame. Alright, there it is again, almost that same shot that I had done before. And so then I can disconnect, and that's the menuing there. And then over on the iPhone, again, so then if we choose this, then you can see that you've got the play and then the information. So I'll do the play button here, and it's probably going to bring up that same records list. And there again. So we're able to see. Let's look at something here at 6 p.m. And we're playing. I've got it selected. There we go. And there's the footage of the family walking in the kitchen. So if I go on back, and I just want to look at that information screen too. Back to the live camera. And if you hit the information button, then it's showing you the info up at the top. There you go. So that turns on and off that info. So there's just a quick view of how the menuing is different on the 4 different devices: Android, Windows Phone, BlackBerry, and iPhone.